So hello guys and welcome to the AIScripters channel. I'm Esty. Just let me know if your sound is fine for you guys. I mean for you philosopher, because I guess you are the lonely one who is not a bot actually on the channel. Okay, so tonight we're gonna make the toast for a new tournament called AlltooEasy AI tournament, hosted by Mr. Elephant, who had the great idea to organize something related to the pretty old AIs made between 2000 and 22. So let's say that those AIs are almost 20 years old, which is absolutely crazy when you think that some scripters are maybe younger than those AIs. So it means that they were not born when those AIs were made. I'm thinking about electricity, for example, and maybe some more, I don't know. And the pretty interesting thing with this tournament is the fact that this is linked with Davis Cup. In fact, the two best AIs of AlltooEasy AI tournament are gonna be qualified for the Davis Cup Season 6. So let's say that we can say that Davis Cup 6 is already starting with this event. So that's pretty interesting, I would say. So as you can see, regarding the bracket, we've got two groups, Group A, Group B. Each group is a single elimination with a best of 3, and the winner each group will be qualified for the Davis Cup 6, and at least we've got a final between the two qualified AIs to see who is gonna be the best one. Okay, I think that the sound is fine. So here we go with the bracket. So in the bag, which is yellow, we've got the 16 participants, and in the blue bag we've got the matches. So you can see that I put a number in front of each match. For example, in this bag we've got A1, A2, A3, A4, B1, B2, B3, B4, and on the yellow bag we've got the 16 AIs. So there is no seed here. And I would say that I don't know most of the participants, so it's gonna be pretty hard for me to give any opinion regarding the matches. So philosopher, can you say me that the sound is fine? Do you hear me? Because I remember that when I hosted the toast for the King of Arabia, it was pathetical because my microphone didn't work. Okay, so it's perfect. So here we go with the toast. Unfortunately, Mr. Elephant is not here, but we've got the VOD, so I think it doesn't matter much. Okay, so each time I will start with the selection of the two AIs, and then we will see in which part of the bracket they will be. So here we go. Okay, so we've got WhiteKnight, which is an AI I don't know, which will face Missionary. If I'm right, the name is Missionary Monkey. I guess that it's a pure monk AI, which already makes Missionary one of my favorite AIs, I would say. And they're gonna be in A1, okay. I think, let me check something. Okay, scale. Okay, that's gonna be boring to do, but so let's continue. Okay, Goths. Goths is one of the AIs I suggested to Mr. Elephant because I just love this AI. It is really aggressive. It goes for full men-at-arms, or militians I would say, and then men-at-arms, and it can be unstoppable, especially against all AIs. Against Eagle Revenge. That's pretty interesting because militians are definitely the unit to counter eagles. So it's gonna be pretty hard, I guess, for Eagle's Revenge, which would be one of the favorites in this tournament. So the first opponent is already gonna be a problem, I would say, for Eagle's Revenge. Okay, so which group? Well, A2, okay. It was random, but it looks to be not. Anyway. Well, the size is actually a problem. Okay, so it's gonna be better, I would say. Tiger AI. I think that Tiger already participated to the Davis Cup 1, but I hosted the DC1 like 5 or 6 years ago, so honestly I don't remember how it plays and what is its strategy. Against the Duke's Test, which is, if I'm right, scripted by Peterson. It's maybe a previous version of Peterson, I don't know exactly. Maybe Philosopher, you know more about this than me. Okay, don't tell me that it's gonna be A3. Okay, F4. Yeah, I think, Philosopher, that I am the guy who told you about Goths. And maybe you tested Goths in one of your streams, if I'm right. Okay, so here we go for the fourth match. Coteti, I don't know anything about Coteti. Against Farmertron. I think that Farmertron did participate to the Davis Cup, but it probably lost at the first round, so I don't remember what is its strategy. But I know that Leif Erikson or Marathon love Farmertron, so there is probably a reason for this. B4. Okay. So we are already at the half of the toss. Well, I need to improve. I know that we should say the and not the. So I need to care about this to improve my accent. Okay, AlltooEasy is my favorite AI, and it's the another one I suggested to be used by Mr. Elephant. Against Maccha. I don't know anything about Maccha. Group A3, okay. So we've got already the group A, which is complete. Well, regarding the group A, I would say that we've got already 3 pretty strong AI. When I say pretty strong, I say this compared to the other participants, and I think that the winner between Goths and Eagle's Revenge has a good chance to face AlltooEasy for the final of the group A. That's my opinion. But once again, I don't know most of those AIs, so I definitely can be surprised. Belisarios against Torisan. Okay, I don't know anything about those AIs. Group B3. Okay, so B1 and B2 are left. If I'm right, there is another good AI participating, which is called Archon, which is gonna be one of those 4 AIs. MGE versus Angelo. Okay. Once again, I don't know anything about those. Okay, I forgot to check B1. So we should have Archon inside of the bag. Oh, against Saiyan. And group B2. I think that this match is really gonna be pretty interesting. Saiyan was known for being one of the best AIs in the old time. And I would say that in the group B, Saiyan and Archon are, in my opinion, the 2 best AIs. So let's say that this match is probably going to be already the final of the group B. So the winner has a real potential to reach the final in this tournament. Yeah, I'm really hyped with this tournament just because in fact I don't know most of them, and that's probably gonna be epic to see those pretty old AIs showing their potential. And Yeah, it's a really good idea from Mr. Elephant to all this tournament. I'm really happy with this. So of course the two winners are gonna participate to the Ladies Cup. 6, they're probably gonna be wrapped in the early tournament, but anyway it's gonna be pretty interesting to see how they play against each other. Hello Mr. Elephant, sorry you missed the start of the toss and you are just coming at the end, but I let you check the results of the toss and just tell me if you're happy with what happened. As I said to Philosopher, I don't know most of those AIs, but I know some of them, and I'm really happy to see Goths versus Eagle's Revenge in the Group A, and Saiyan versus Archon is, in my opinion, a pretty interesting game in this early tournament. Which is, in your opinion, Mr. Elephant, the favorite of this competition? And same question to Philosopher, who is gonna win, in your opinion? My side, I would give my bet to AlltooEasy, I would say. Okay, so I will tip the matches on the Discord. That way you've got the record of the toss. Okay, Philosopher, and from what you saw, who looked to be the best? Yeah, it's my opinion. I think they are the favorite, but as I said, most of them I have never seen them play, so it's kind of biased. Yeah, Archon is definitely a solid AI. The author made the Horde later, and the Horde was the best AI for several years. Oh, interesting. WhiteKnight and MDE, okay. I think that the bracket is well balanced regarding the groups, especially if we've got MDE and WhiteKnight strong. I would say that maybe Duke's test is maybe the weakest from what I heard. Oh, interesting. It can defeat Rhapsody. Okay. Angelo and Belisarios. Okay, so let's say that MDU will have a pretty easy game for the first one. Yeah, that's incredible to see that Duke Test is, well, 24 years old, something like that. That's crazy. So I don't know when you guys want to start the co-casting of this tournament, but I'm really hyped with this. So definitely count me as a viewer, a follower of this event. Okay, so thank you guys for having watched. It was a toss of all Geezer AI tournament. Philosopher is already ready to cast. I think that Mr. Elephant wanted to give it a beginning already today, so maybe we can have a few games tonight. And from what I know with Philosopher, I think that this tournament can run pretty fast. I would bet maybe a 4 or 5 days tournament. I wouldn't be surprised. So thank you guys for having watched and see you pretty soon. Bye bye.